Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius April 16, 2022. Expect to exchange a lot of phone calls and emails from friends today. Communications with others are at the top of your priorities. You have a lot of news to deliver and you'll receive a lot in return. Much of what you hear could be useful in whatever enterprises you're involved with now. The only downside, mental overload. You may feel as if your brain has spent the day running laps around the football field. Otherwise, enjoy. Love and choice are on the agenda today, which could make for a very interesting day indeed. It could be that two men are interested in you, and you have come to a point where you must choose one. Or perhaps your current love has asked you to marry him, and you must decide how to respond. Whatever the situation, try to let yourself be guided by intuition. Matters of the heart should not be made solely by the brain. Sit back and observe the behavior of others today. Take a look at the people around you and figure out what makes them tick. You will find that you can learn a great deal from the actions and mistakes that people have made before. Consider your role models and whom you wish to emulate. Think about the traits that attract you to certain people and work to adopt those traits into your own persona. A social event could put you in touch with someone who's carrying around a lot of bitterness and anger. This probably won't be very pleasant for you, as this person could well see you as the perfect listening post for all their problems. Don't feel you're trapped. Be polite, but make your excuses as soon as you can. There are other friends present whose company you'll enjoy a lot more. You lose your cool very quickly, particularly in difficult talks where you say things that hurt other people. This can place a strain on your relationships in the long term and you will soon regret your words. Always be careful and retain your inner calm. A relaxed attitude helps to clarify matters. You don't miss a thing today. You're like a detective on the case. Whatever you need to see just floats into view naturally, and you should have a much better sense of that one person before sundown. With a grumpy attitude and a rather arrogant mood, you aren't likely to be at your best, and if you feel this way, must avoid dates or meetings with people you care about. Fortunately, your mood changes, you're far more human again, the circumstances you desire are much more likely to occur and fall into place. This should be a powerful day for you. You'll be in the mood to take on huge challenges. You could feel a bit like a superhero, full of confidence and energy. Use this power wisely. This would be a good day to make some resolutions and get your life going in a more positive direction. You'll be ready to make a commitment to change, and you'll be eager to have some new adventures. You're not apt to want to stick to a set routine on this day. Even though this may be something that you generally prefer, today will be different. The energy you'll feel from the presence of this vibration is more likely to see you dancing on tabletops than putting your nose to the grindstone. Go with this. Why not let your hair down and see where the day takes you? The adventure will do you a world of good. While Mars' return to your work sector is going to fire things up on the job front just as we not only prepare to move into the weekend but over Easter, he is here for the next 6 weeks. On the one hand, this means that you don't have to jump into the deep end, but on the other hand, Mars joins an active team of planets that were never going to slow down for anything. Fortunately, as the moon leaves a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart, it wraps up a visit that has just put how well you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off to the test. Nearly 6 weeks after Mars not only returned to your romantic sector but arrived aligned with Venus, the planet of love, the warrior planet of the cosmos finally leaves today. Venus left 9 days ago, but Mars has stayed on, continuing to fuel your romantic passions and fighting spirit, and as he leaves, something to keep fighting for. This is the point when it becomes more about the journey. This is your lucky day, so don't waste it. Due to your cheerful and helpful character, you will spend your time doing favors and satisfying the needs and desires of others. To some, you are a figure of judgment, dispensing advice with an affable demeanor. But be careful not to spend all your energy on others. This will be a more profitable day if you dedicate yourself exclusively to yourself. Even if it seems selfish, you'll be glad you did. An administrative concern that has been suspended for too long must be resolved. Take the bull by the horns. Monitor your form and objectively reevaluate your diet, to be dosed according to your real needs. Passion and determination are in the program. Whatever the field, you have no trouble motivating yourself to move forward and take the lead. Your good humor is contagious and you do not have much to do to seduce your interlocutors. Our eyes in the sky. We want to veer from all the outdated norms that are holding us back, slowly but surely, one step at a time. But it's imperative to add structure to your daily vibe. Once you're able to find stability in all aspects of your day-to-day activities, then you'll be able to feel confident in how to go about your tasks and work. On another note, your personal views and goals are shifting, which means that you long to change your inner world. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and make strides in your life. You don't have to leave the past behind completely, but you should try to embrace a more evolved mindset. This can allow you to see situations from a clearer perspective. In fact, you'll be able to understand matters in a less emotional way, which will help you make all the necessary decisions during this luminary. Lean into your higher consciousness right now and transcend to a place of understanding, compassion, and service to those in need. Over the past 2 weeks, idealism has been at the helm of our decision-making, but by leaving too much up to good faith, we can miss an opportunity to ground our dreams into a realistic container. Now, we're forced to get organized. Some fantasies will need to be let go, and some simply need to be revised and reworked to bear fruit. The moon opposes illusory Neptune, suggesting that we be mindful of our energy. Others may be depending on us to keep a vision alive, but how much are we being expected to sacrifice? An additional trine to Pluto facilitates looking beneath the surface of our engagements and questioning, what is it I am really trying to achieve now? How can I transform what I am working with and embrace its highest potential? At 1:11 a.m., the moon begins its void of course, lasting until around dawn. Take note of any symbolism in your dreams which could further illuminate full moon manifestations. Full moon insights are still being digested, but now, we are processing with one eye towards our relationships. Yes, a personal vision is coming together, but who else will benefit from its realization? An intangible idea only serves to bolster our own imagination. If we get serious and make the intangible tangible, it becomes something we can share with others. This prospect can be a great motivator today. Although our intuition is enhanced, it can also be a liability. We may read the room wrong or misinterpret others' statements. Our own words can be misunderstood as well. This transit puts us in touch with liminal forces and creative energies. It inspires us to interrogate the meaning of life and ask questions about the nature of reality. It's a great influence for occult students and fans of high strangeness and fantasy lore to discuss their fields of interest. Insights come through during meditation, in daydreams, and by allowing our minds to wander. We should simply be cognizant of blurring the line between fact and fiction. Mysteries and make-believe can enchant the psyche or breed suspicion and paranoia.